Right, so another old style bird trap, but you don't see much anymore. A pigeon trap, and the bait you use is water. So no food kind of bait, you just use water as the bait. So what I'll do, if I can find the relevant information in any original pictures, I'll put them in. But off the top of my head, as far as I can remember, I think this was in New Zealand. I think it was. I could be wrong. I'll have to have a look. It was either New Zealand, Polynesian, or that kind of area. You know, Australia, New Zealand, that kind of area. When they used to use this trap for pigeons. But what they would do is, it was all natural, and you would kind of carve out a bowl of a log like this, bigger than this though. Have your piece going across, so you could hang it in a tree, fill it with water, and catch pigeons by nooses. Right, I'll put the relevant information now if I can get it. Right, so we're going to make a modern version. So what you're going to need is some sort of pot or something, a stick, and then something to make nooses out of. Now the nooses originally probably was animal fibres, plant fibres, animal hairs, like horsehair. You know, not necessarily horsehair, but those kind of things you could make this out of. But I'm going to use brass wire, single strand. Now this is actually a good trap to remember in some sort of survival situation, because the bait is water, so you ain't got to keep trying to get food or anything for them, just use water as the bait. So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to attach this stick to the bowl, to the bowl here. So I'm going to do that just by drilling a couple of holes. So I can attach it with wire. Obviously don't drill your holes too low, otherwise you'll let water out. So we could just use the brass wire for attaching these on as well. Ain't got to be nothing fancy, as long as it attaches it. As long as it stays on there, it'll be alright. Right, I'll just do the other side. Actually a relatively simple trap really. So that's that. Well, I say relatively simple if you're using modern materials. If you're doing it the old way, quite a job to carve all that out or burn it out. But modern way, if you've got a pot, you're halfway there already. So we've got this one on top. And this is to hang in a tree like that. So all we've got to do is put some nooses on now. I'll do one on camera and then the rest I'll do off. I suppose what you could do, you could drill a load of holes along here and then put the snares into that, which is what I might do. I'll drill a few. You don't have to drill the holes, you could just do it by tying the snare round, but I just thought I'd do it like that. So another way you could do this is you don't have to use brass wire. you could actually use fishing line. Fishing line would do it perfect. So I'm just looping it over, making another small loop. This has only got you know, if you're making this to use, you got to remember it's only catching a small bird, like a pigeon. So nothing major. You can see that. So a small loop, see it? And we're going to attach that on. You've got to be quite small. You've got to catch the pigeon's head in it. Fishing line would suit this better, but it's easier to show you with brass wire. And a lot of people would have a bit of brass wire and fishing line in a survival kit. Just about see that there. Right, so you fill that up, so you've got nooses going all the way along each side. I'll do that now. Right, so I'm hoping you can see these. What you do is you just keep filling it up until you've covered the whole area with snares. So when the pigeon lands on and goes to have a drink of water, no matter where he sticks his head, he's going to stick his head in a noose. So you might want to put one more here. This side's pretty good. Maybe put a couple more. You could put a row on top as well, so they catch their feet in it. But that is essentially it. And what you do, you're going to fill it up with water, hang that up in a tree. Once you've got it like that, you would then tie it to the tree, keep it sturdy, and when your pigeons land on that to have a drink, you can't get the drink unless they get their head through one of the nooses, and then you've caught them.